So we have here, guys, a story that is just hilarious. I'm not hilarious, mind you. There's nothing funny about this. But it's interesting here because it involves one of our battle rapper friends here, in the battle rap community. Oops! I did it again. I played with you. Oops. Oops. Did a oops. Oops. Literally did a oops, guys. He literally did a oops. Now, if you didn't know, he was a state representative for a former St. Louis state representative. Former, mind you. And he is being fined $14,000. Well, let's get into this because he's got a battle coming up with B. Dot. I know. It's pretty funny. I'm pretty sure no one else in the battle rap community will touch on this because you know how it is. But you know how DME does it. The former St. Louis state representative Bruce Franks, a.k.a. Oops, fined $14,000 after probe into campaign spending. Now, why this hits home for me a little bit is because I'm from the great city of Detroit, and we've had our issues with corrupt politicians. Kwame! Exactly. So, in my opinion, yeah, he was the mayor. This guy's a state representative. But at the local level is where it matters the most, man. It really matters the most. And I think it means more than the president does, And this is a state representative, so it's local, but it's not, I get it. But it's still corrupt politicians. I feel like they're the reasons why cities fail. You take our tax money, you're supposed to use it the proper way, and then let's see what he actually did here. Let's try to give Oopsie the benefit of the doubt here, and let's see what he actually did. All right, as reported from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, a former state representative from St. Louis, Bruce Frank, we'll call him, I guess. Well, we'll call him Oops since this is a battle rap channel. Must pay $14,169 after an investigation found he spent thousands of dollars from his campaign fund on personal expenses and failed to file accurate reports with Missouri ethics officials. So he spent thousands of dollars from his campaign fund on personal expenses. Obviously, anyone who knows anything about politics knows you cannot do that. You can't do it. There's certain limits that you can do, but obviously there's been an investigation. Now, he did resign. Now, here's the thing. He resigned, and I remember this, and he said he resigned to deal with personal mental health issues he's having. However, now that this has been revealed, I think that was just a fake story, fake news. For him to resign because of the pending probe that was happening, and now he has actually been fined and apparently found guilty because the fine is happening. So, Bruce Franks Jr., otherwise known as Oops, who resigned in August. Okay, here we go. So they're gonna talk about it. Signed a consent order with the Missouri Ethics Commission on Thursday, agreeing to he signed it. So he's agreed that this is true. So it's not like this is speculation. No, he's pretty much come clean with it. Agreeing to pay the state at least $250 a month until the fine is paid off. That's actually really generous from the state. You owe you owe over $14,000, and you only got to pay $250 a month. That's a good deal, bro. I'll be real with you, bro. That's a great deal. That's like a mini car payment, bro. I figured he had to pay this in a lump sum or something like that. To only have to pay $250 a month until it's paid off. Hey, I think he's getting off easy on this one. If the commission finds probable cause of other violations, hold on, did we pass it up here? Until the fine's paid off. He may pay the fine personally or from his campaign account. So that's another interesting thing. So he can pay it through his campaign account. I don't know. But he's not even paying. He's not even. He resigned. So I don't know. If the commission finds probable cause of other violations of state campaign finance law, Franks will have to pay the state $89,105, according to a copy of the consent order posted online on Thursday. So there's still more investigations going. If they find any other violations, he's going to owe up to $89,000. Now, are they going to bump that up to what? $500 a month? I don't know. Franks did not respond to a request for a comment, obviously. The order said Franks made 28 transactions from October 2017 to December 2018, totaling $2,392 that appeared to be for personal use. So about $2,400 worth of personal transactions that were paid through his campaign account. So what did he do? The spending included $74 at the Banfield Pet Hospital. Nay. Okay. $134. So, I mean, I've kind of got a little soft spot for him because he's got a pet. $134 to Little Angels Photography, which sounds like he got his dog model pictures. I don't see nothing wrong with that. It could be for his kids. $40 at the Hollywood Casino Hotel in Maryland Heights, and multiple campaign checks written to Franks. Now, first of all, this is so silly. Not saying that he shouldn't be in trouble for this, but for him to do this, to use $40 here, $74 here, knowing that it's a violation, he had to have known. That you can't do that. It's such petty money. And then he did it anyway. He just shows a lack of respect either for the law or for his constituents. Only one purchase, a $33 payment to iTunes. What did you buy? The Sue Surf album? You could stream it! In November 2018 was reported on campaign disclosure forms according to the Ethics Commission. So he actually reported the $33 payment of iTunes. Frankie, oopsie. Wow. Franks, what else did he do here? Franks also made 10 cash expenditures that totaled $3,452 to campaign workers, rental space, filing fees, lodging, and printings. But state law limits cash spending to $50 per transaction. So he did 10 transactions at $3,452, and I'm sure he has to be aware. And if ignorance is not doesn't allow you to just break the law, especially when you're a lawmaker. Oops, you can't even say that you didn't know it was a limit of $50. You had 10 transactions at $3,000. That's way more than $50 transaction, fam. Franks also accepted 6 contributions totaling $1,809, even though cash contributions are limited to $100. So apparently he just does what he wants. Now, the reason, you guys, some of you might be like, well, this is so petty. It's like a little $1,000 here. That. Listen, it doesn't matter. You have to follow the law. You have to follow the rules, especially when you're in a situation. Now you're going to be like, oh, all these politicians are corrupt. Whatever, bro. Like, I'm sure there's a lot that are and a lot that don't get caught. But that doesn't excuse. That's not an excuse, to just do what you want. The limits are $100. You took in $1,800. So people go to jail for this. You can literally go to jail for things like this. So, you gotta be on point, bro. And it starts little and it grows, bro. It grows. If he doesn't get busted here, who knows what happens in the future and what he starts doing, and if he's willing to do this here, and it just, guys, it's our tax money. It's our money. Why we give them. All right, to help with the roads and the schools and the this and to make the city better and blah, 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 and the state better. I know a lot of it gets corrupt. I get it, but this is how it gets corrupt, by stuff like this. One guy does it, this guy does it, and then it all accumulates. That's the problem, bro. Franks, according to the commission, also filed multiple erroneous campaign disclosure reports, inaccurately reporting how much money he had on hand in 20 reports over 3 years, so he's lying about the money he had. The Ethics Commission said Franks also failed to accurately report tens of thousands of dollars in contributions and expenditures. Tens and thousands of dollars? He failed to accurately report, so he's got an issue reporting things and lying about it. Franks, an activist and community organizer, moved into the public eye in 2014 during protest in Ferguson. In 2016, he unseated incumbent State Representative Penny Hubbard after suspicious absentee ballots in support of Hubbard sparked a redo election. In 2018, Franks filed for bankruptcy. Earlier this year, he filed for bankruptcy! Oops, I did it again. Play with her. So, Oops is bankrupt now. Earlier this year, television station KMOV reported there were discrepancies in timesheets submitted by Franks to a taxpayer-funded jobs agency where he worked. Franks announced his resignation in May, citing a need to focus on his mental health and family. I call BS on that. I'm sorry, it could be true, but I call BS. This obviously has everything to do with what we just read here. Okay, focus on your mental health and family. Maybe you shouldn't be battle rapping. That isn't exactly good for your mental health. You got a battle rapper standing in front of you, tearing you down. If you're really serious about your mental health and family, do you really think you should be battle rapping? You're battling B-Dot. How is B-Dot going to spin this? Well, we'll get to the battle rap aspect of this in a minute. In a special election Tuesday, voters elected Rasheen Aldridge to replace Franks in the Missouri House. The 78th House District covers downtown St. Louis, including areas of North and South St. Louis along the riverfront. And there you have it. Do they got comments? I don't wonder if this has comments. No, they don't. No. Okay. So there you have it. All right. Oops. All right. So yeah. It's interesting, bro. You get in there. You're supposed to. You go into public. You go into the public space. Your whole reasoning in doing it should be to do good by your constituents, make a change. Do better. Because I know a lot of you be like, well, all these your politicians are corrupt. They're corrupt. Well, that's why you get into this, all right? Because you don't want to be the corrupt ones. You want to get rid of the corrupt ones. But when you get in there, and you become the corrupt, and doing what you did, this is corrupt. I'm sorry. There's no way you can slice it. This is corrupt behavior, bro. You have to follow the rules, bro. All right? So you resign. You got these fines coming up. Worst case scenario, you're looking at $80-some thousand you got to pay back. You file bankruptcy. I don't know how that plays into this. I don't think that matters as far as the state collecting their money, because the fine is a fine. I don't think bankruptcy matters. That's definitely got to be exempt. And or you're at this $14,000 mark where you're paying $250 a month. But that is all well and good. It's the point that corruption starts small and it grows, and it's not just one representative, it's all the representatives. If you got so many bad seeds in there, that all accumulates, and that hurts cities. It's hurt the city of Detroit. Detroit has been devastated by corrupt politicians throughout the years and years and years and years. That's why things have happened here the way they have happened. So, we got to do better, guys. You got to do better. We got to do better. And, we got to vote. And your vote counts. Your vote counts, So, oops. You got B-Dot coming up. All right? And we know how B-Dot is. I wonder how B-Dot's if he's going to use it. I mean, he has to use it. This is a big story. He is a big story. We know how B-Dot is. And even B-Dot was like, I thought he retired, but because he wanted to do more than just battle rap. But, he gets all into his activism and this and that. So that really puts a really good element to this battle here, man, with B Dot and Oops. And Oops, how are you gonna rebuttal this? We know what Oops did against Daylight in the third round, and Oops does this a lot. He kind of, and it kind of makes you wonder, is it all BS? Is he just another corrupt politician, or do you just get caught up in power? Because that's what happens when you get elected and you have this power. You think it ruins people. It ruins people. So taking all this into account, bro, I'm really looking forward to this battle, bro. I am actually really looking forward to the Oops and the B Dot battle. Oops, if you really have mental health issues, I think you should cancel this battle. However, I don't buy it. I think you're fine. I think you're resigned because of the allegations here and what happened. And they're not even allegations. You signed off on it. You said you did it. You're willing to. You're gonna pay it. More troubling things could come for you in the future because I guess the investigation is ongoing. But I think this is gonna make for a great dynamic in the battle, bro. And I'm really looking forward to it. Anyways, love you guys. I'll be back later. Peace.